screens will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kick. And he'll be stopped at the 17. On the run, it's Hughes. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming on the field.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Pulls it in. It's Simpson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Working that left side now. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Slings it downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to buy time. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let it get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore to the air. Got his man on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This is a designed run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Ducks will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Ducks are threatening on first and goal. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
No, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's McCulley.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That's caught. It's Moore. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Pulls it in. It's Benson.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick strike complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That would
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success, You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium, Penn State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The give to the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Tate. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to.
There he goes! That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking for room. It's Singleton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. Gets away from one, finds some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Oh, a lot of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeye, by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Aller. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Quarterback running on the draw. Turning it on. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He's got him this time. It's a seam wide open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Sayed. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.